Hi, this is Clint Cora, and this is my little Lhasa Apso, Roxie. Today, we want to talk about the FDA investigation into certain dog food brands that may have a possible link to a very serious heart condition in dogs called dilated cardiomyopathy, or DCM. Now, what these brands have in common is that they're all premium brands. They're not cheap brands. They're all grain-free, which is supposed to be better than cheap brands, and most of them contain legumes, which are vegetables such as peas and lentils. So I'm sure that all of these companies are making official statements. What we want to do today is I just want to comment on our experience as a dog owner, because we have been affected by this same issue directly. Now, DCM is a very, very terrible disease. About a year ago, we unfortunately lost Roxie's brother Chester. This is what happened. Now, for years, both Roxie and Chester were on a brand called Acana. And Acana happens to be the most commonly cited brand in this particular list that the FDA is investigating. So this is what happened. Chester and Roxie, they had been very, very active doing 2-hour hikes with their dog friends. Now, last spring when they completed their final hike, and then they did it without any issues. Exactly 1 week after our final hike, my boy Chester started having some difficulty breathing, so we had to send him into the vet emergency clinic. The vet cardiologist diagnosed him with fairly late DCM. So he was put on medications, heart medications like Vetmedin, ACE inhibitor, a diuretic, as well as taurine supplement. Both Chester and Roxie were immediately switched off Acana because the vet cardiologist, she claimed that the main reason why my boy had DCM was probably because of the diet. So they were switched off to another brand that did not contain any legumes. Anyways, unfortunately for us, my boy lasted only 3 months. He passed away after 3 months of treatment. We couldn't help him any further. DCM is a very terrible disease, especially for dogs. What happens is that when the heart's not working very well, excess fluid builds up in the lungs, so it's hard for him to breathe. And in his case, he also had excess fluid accumulate in the abdominal cavity, expanding his abdominal cavity. So whenever he tried to lie down, it would put all sorts of pressure on his tummy, closing up his airways. So he couldn't lie down and sleep and breathe very well at the same time. So it's just terrible. Now with Roxie here, she was recommended to do an ultrasound of her heart because she's directly related to her brother, even though she didn't have any physical symptoms. Well, when we did the ultrasound, it revealed that she was starting to have early signs of decreased contractility of her heart. So she was put on Vetmedin as well as taurine supplement for about 6 months. We did a follow-up ultrasound of her heart, and fortunately for us, her heart returned pretty well back to normal limits. So we're quite happy with that. Unfortunately, with her brother, we lost him, and that was just totally devastating for us. So what does this mean for you as a dog owner? Well, I think you may have to make some decisions. I can tell you that the general vet community right now, they probably are not well versed in this issue. But we had 2 vet cardiologists, and they both highly recommend that all dogs, whether they're small or big or medium sized, they recommend that all dogs be switched off grain-free diets and switched off all diets that contain legumes. That's what they're saying. So you'll have to make the best decision for your dog. Now, for us to honor the memory of our boy Chester, both Chester and his sister Roxie, they were in a lot of videos, dog obedience videos, and also indoor potty training videos using litter boxes. So to honor his memory, we're going to keep them all available online. Even though my boy's no longer with us, he's still in a position to teach a lot of dog owners a lot about training. So by all means, access them through YouTube searches or just go directly to our website, pottytrainpuppydog.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope you make the right decisions for your dog.